I'm just excited. I'm gonna be excited to be in the house and on the show and meet all these people, and it's gonna be so fun.
Too
Another one gave
emotional.
me those vibes too. I mean, I'm not there yet, but Rubina gave me what's her name? Kitty Kitty Purr Purr Blue
Blue.
vibes.
Blue.
Oh, that's what Dee said
Dee
earlier.
said the same thing. Yeah.
What do y'all think of Chemo?
I I love his energy. I don't think
Yeah.
he's going to go far, but I mean,
Nope.
I do love his
Oh,
love his
savage.
energy. He reminds me of a mix of like Kevin from B. Oh, thanks, Mark. Thanks for like getting up in the middle of while I'm talking. That's great. Thank you.
You're supposed to carry it while he's gone. Keep going. Keep going.
Okay, well, he's like a mix of it's like a mix of BB11 Kevin and like Tommy Bracco from Cliff Season. That's what I kind of think of. I think of like the flamboyant, energetic. You know, I
Oh,
think
yeah.
I hope he's not going to be annoying. I hope he's like balanced with his energy, but
Same.
I'm hoping that like he's gonna be like the saving grace. Like if I'm just completely pissed off with this entire cast, which I feel like eventually I'm going to be pissed off with at least somebody. He's going to like be the one. He's gonna be the one to like
Good old-
make it a little bit better. And then I say this going back, and then like he ends up being the one that pisses me off. 'Cause that's how my life works. No, but I hope he's as nice as he is in the previews. I don't think he's going to go far, but you know, he does give off happy to be here vibes, so it's not like he probably is an influencer. It says he's 35. He kind of looks like he's 25. I don't know if he's gonna like leverage his age a little bit and lie about it. I mean, 35. I mean, I wouldn't be ashamed to be 35, but you know, I'm just going off a tangent here. Yeah, you should probably listen to the videos, Tasha. That might help.
Or you could get an Ed summary, which will be much more detailed than the actual video. With that said, what do you think, Ed?
Oh dear.
What do I think of Chemo?
Yeah.
He's well, my initial first time, because I saw a video before I'm doing this panel, and when I first saw it, you know, I liked him. He became my front runner after seeing 8 profiles, the 8th profile, because he was at least a character that popped off the screen, right? That he would be good for the camera. But I agree with Ma. I don't think he's long for the game. He's happy. He's good. He'll want to get along. All these things that might make him a pliable ally, or maybe not even an ally, like a vote. I guess it's not even. He's not even your ally. He's your expendable vote.
That's a factor. It's a factor of like whether you're gonna
And
get mad.
And that can keep you around for a while, being the expendable vote. That can keep you around.
Do you remember how like Mama Fee bullied her way to not get on the block a few times?
Everybody remembers that.
She scared people into not putting her on the block.
Well, not that he would use a scare tactic, but more of a emotional plea. But
no, that wasn't even my point. My point was like based on people start to play each other's personalities. And they're like, okay, I can always put a Chemo on the block. I can always put a Brittany on the block.
He's that
I can always
person.
that person where they're like, you know what, he's gonna smile and agree. And then we have our main target, but if he goes, he goes. Like that type of thing.
That's exactly who Chemo.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't. You just summed up in my mind what I was trying to verbally say. That is Chemo. That is Chemo. The player is exactly what you just said. He is your pawn. He is your expendable
perpetual
vote.
pawn.
Yeah, that's exactly who. He's your Victoria. Whatever you want to, whatever adjective you want to use to describe this dude.
I think so.
In that way, that's what he is to me. I don't see him as anything, but that might get him far in the game. So
yeah, he might get far
because he's still nice. You know, he's still a good person.
He might get
Yeah.
far just because he's like the Bowie Jane
second-
Victoria type player or Big
Exactly.
Daddy type player.
You're
Like,
nailing it.
Yeah,
as
he's just
long as I don't make
smiling.
any
It's
enemies, I
okay.
can't get on the block. Like that's
They come to you and he's gonna be in the diary room like, I know I'm not going home, so
Yeah.
I'm just
Why
doing
do
this
they
for the
keep putting me
team.
on the block? That's what
Yeah.
He's gonna cry. Why do they keep putting me on the block? They don't respect me. I
Cass,
want to
what do you
get
think of
out of
Chemo?
here. That's my thoughts on Chemo. I thought he was my best pick after 8, but now that's what I think of Chemo. How much has it changed in an hour? You know, who knows? That's
So
ridiculous.
basically, there's people in the game that are in the driver's seat and people in the passenger seat. That's
He's
what
a
it is.
passenger. He's in the
So
back
he's-
seat.
He's in the It seems that way. Like that would be my
passenger of the clown
guess for
car.
him too.
There's this
Hey,
channel
what's
that
up,
I
Andrew?
there's this channel that I watch called Matt and Jess Carter, and like when they review a bunch of stuff, but also Big Brother, and like they whenever somebody does a stupid move, they're like, this person's driving the clown car, and I always love that.
Well, that's my thoughts on Chemo. But he does look younger than he is. I don't know if he's going to be in a showmance. He said that he was homosexual. I don't know if anybody else on the cast is. I don't know if anybody else revealed when they were doing their interview that I saw. So I don't
Not
think
that
he's going to
I saw.
have a showmance. I don't know if he might be able to connect with these ladies and get and be part of a girls alliance. You know, maybe because I don't think he'll bro out either.
Yeah, he does seem like he will connect better with the girls than the guys. I mean, I
And
didn't want
even
to say
work
that 'cause
with
that's
them.
a gay
Yeah.
stereotype, but like, you know.
It happens on the show. It really does.
But I see him as expendable either way to all parties. That's what I'm getting at. Sorry, Chemo.
Yeah.
Lisa, I mean, I'm gonna let you get into Leah, but blah is what I thought when I was watching her thing. But go ahead.
No, I agree. I have Leah, 26 years old, from Miami. She's a VIP cocktail server.
Wow.
She said too that she'll determine her strategy when she gets in the game. She wants to play up her social game to win hearts, which most of them are saying. She said she has a strong female energy and she will be underestimated. She wants to develop strong relationships, and she's excited, and she's excited, and she's excited, and
Nice.
she will.
And it sounded how you're saying it too, actually.
Yeah, right?
Just like that.
Just like she's just so excited. I'm just so excited, and she will naturally manipulate people without them knowing, which kind of doesn't sit well with me. I don't think she's that capable.
I don't see any of that. I don't. But
Yeah.
Does it specify how? Yeah, because if it's sex appeal versus other ways, it's different.
Yeah,
I
and
didn't
Big
like-
Brother's
it
different
wasn't-
than working for tips. So
and the way she was speaking, there was no conviction to it that made it sound like any of these things were realistic. I
no.
was just like,
Yeah.
cast filler. I can't really. I don't see her going far in this game.
Me
Yeah,
either.
me neither. Okay.
However, I compare her to Meg. If you remember who Meg is, Mark, and the chat out there.
Well, Mark
panel.
hasn't been watching that long.
Meg.
Yeah. Well, Meg was on season 17, and if anybody's familiar with Big Brother, then and you know Meg, that's who I instantly compared her to right off the bat. And I hope it doesn't go like that, but I'm getting Meg vibes, big time Meg vibes. Anyway,
And
go
who's
ahead.
Caitlin Herman? Who's Caitlin Herman?
Oh, Caitlin.
You
Oh,
know.
yeah, she was from Cliff's. No, not Cliff's season. She was from
BB20, the
20.
season prior.
Tyler season, yeah, or Casey's.
Oh, I
excuse
know
me.
who that is
Yeah.
now. Yes, I do know who that is.
The
Yep.
one who lost
She
the
couldn't
puzzle.
put the puzzle
like, 3 or
together.
4 piece puzzle.
Yeah, she couldn't put the
Matt,
puzzle together.
I think she came
Idiot.
back on Cliff season to like host like a comp, I think. I think that's what you're thinking of. But yeah, she was
Okay, so I guess what do you think of Leah, Lisa?
That's it. Same thing. I don't think she's
Okay,
going to go very far.
okay,
I
so
don't
now let's go on to
think
Lisa.
Let's move on. Okay, Lisa.
Let's go on to Lisa.
I wish I liked her more, but but here we go. She's 33. She's from Los Angeles, and she's a celebrity chef.
Yeah.
So, she says
Celebrity
she's
chef.
she says
Famous.
she's the best. She's the boss babe. She's in it to win it. She says she's going to play a dynamic game. She's going to play it, treat it like it's a job, which makes sense. That's a good idea. She wants to build trust with people, but keep her ears open and collect information. To me, she kind of she wants to use her cooking to win people over, which doesn't always matter in the house. She's super confident in her abilities to win. She says she has a fantastic personality, and that's what's going to help her get far. She's going to stay cool, fun, and friendly at first, right? And then she's going to use a more opinionated strategy as the game goes on. Personally, I think she like snaps back and forth from these two different personalities. Like she's like, OMG. And then she's like, I'm going to have very intellectual conversations. So I don't know. I can't really feel her out. I'm not a big fan from the start. I wish I was because she has a cool name. But that's all.
You know what? I think she's going to be like one of those prove me wrong people, to be honest. Because sometimes I look at someone like her and listen to how she was talking in the interview. And I'm like, oh, yeah, she's just going to come in there and be arrogant. And then her personality is going to be so loud and strong and they're going to get her out. Then she gets in the house and you're like, who is this person compared to who I saw in the interview? So she's kind of borderline for me. Like, she might be like an early out, or she might be someone who goes far.
Yeah.
I said she's either going to entertain me or she's going to annoy me like Bowie Jane.
I can see that.
That's Ma's friend. Do not slander Bowie Jane on this channel.
Hey, that's Pam's friend, not my.
Y'all were featured together.
And in the little interview thing, she was like, she kind of creeped me out. Like I was like, is she AI? Like,
yeah, I twist.
I'm like, she is not real.
Is she AI?
Exactly. Cooking doesn't always work. I mean,
the circle did it, so it's possible.
Especially if all you cook is avocado toast. Oh, nobody wants that.
Cook. Cam needs to be on here to show us how it's done with the cooking.
Oh God.
I like how Dee said she was bipolar, which I mean, I don't want to die. That's like I don't want to diagnose something that serious, but I do see some signs of that, and if that is the case, if she is bipolar, then I think Big Brother needs to do a little bit better on their mental health screenings. And considering they've had a history with like Sam and BB20 and Paloma and BB24, I feel like they don't do mental health screenings on the show, or at least not in depth, and that's something I feel like should be a part of the casting process, because your mental health, somebody who has already bad mental health should not go on Big Brother whatsoever. And that's why I'm not ever going on Big Brother, because I'm already a cuckoo crazy person, and not the right kind of cuckoo crazy. Like I'd probably erupt on these people. I won't lie. But I mean, maybe she's nice. I don't want to be that negative to somebody like that. But I also like the fact that she's a chef, a celebrity chef, and then there's another chef. And I really, I'm talking about not being negative, but I secretly am hoping that that's like cooking comp and she loses the cooking comp to the other guy. I think it's, believe it's Tucker, who is from Brooklyn, and there is a Brooklyn. I think that's funny. I'm reading my community posts right now, and and one of the comments says, "Looks like they'll need a lot of booze in this house." So I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but I really hope I never have to see this cast drunk, especially her. And I'm sorry for that long, annoying tangent. I probably took up a lot of time.
That's fine.
Okay.
All right. So let's move on to Mackenzie.
Mackenzie,
22 from Houston.
and she's a construction project manager, which is kind of cool. She says she's a triple threat, social game, mental game, physical game. She's outgoing, she's kind, and she will keep it real. She says that she's going to start out shy. She's going to hide how much she can talk, and she's going to be there for people, and then let her personality come out and make the big moves. She's excited to meet people she wouldn't have met outside the house. And she looks sweet, but she's always going to be plotting her next move. So beware.
I think it's hard to fake shy after a while. Like I feel like with this show, they always think that they can just manufacture this personality that's not really who they are. But then after a while, it just comes out.
I agree. I think they all kind of think about, they forget that it's a 24-hour a day cycle, not just like a 2-hour visit at someone's house. So
like some of these Big Brother people, well, it's only a couple of them that I spoke to, but I remember Alyssa Lopez specifically saying that after a while you forget your sense of reality and you forget that the cameras are there. So it's like the first few days, she said that you're like hyper aware of the set and the lights, the microphones, and where all the cameras are. And then once you're in there for a while, you get kind of desensitized to that. And that's when we get these things where we get the be right back screens when we're like, we were just in the middle of this argument or this conversation, and now we have the music and the swirly thing that just drives me crazy for 90 it's 90 days this year.
We were in the cheese room.
Yeah, I miss the fish. I miss the fish. I don't like the swirly things because it gives me a little bit of a
I
headache.
feel like it's hypnotized.
it is.
Yeah.
You will pay for more live feeds. You will subscribe to Paramount Plus.
By the way,
I'm
The
shipping
live
Cam and
feed,
Mackenzie.
Excuse me?
Sam and Mackenzie.
I just took a leap right there. Boom.
You just
Okay.
I dropped
Ed-
it right here on this live. I dropped it right there.
Ed, let me drop something. Let me drop a counter argument. Mackenzie and Matt, they're right next to each other. Their names both
They're
start
right
with
next to each
MA.
Yes,
I think
but if you were to do the Cam and Mackenzie and you split the names like you did in Discord, I think that's going to come up to a better match than
So-
Mackenzie and Matt.
Hold on.
So there.
Mackenzie, wait. Before we go anywhere, what would Cam and Mackenzie be called, and what would Mackenzie and Matt be called? What would be their ship hashtag?
Comenzi. And
Oh,
then
you thought of it. You've been thought of it. Okay, it's in your notes. I thought that was going to be a tough question.
And Matt.
yeah, their ship name
my
is just Matt. You
Yeah,
know,
that's hard.
And Matt.
Another
McMatt.
MA, I got you.
So there. So
Hashtag
there.
Matt.
Boom. I
Mackenzie.
shipped
That
it
means
here
Matt
first.
Mackenzie.
Everybody jump on that ship. Put a thumbs up in the chat if I got a ship right there of
guys,
Cam
put a
and
thumbs
Mackenzie.
down in the chat if
What did
you
you say,
don't agree with
Kaminsky?
that. Put
Did
a
you say
thumbs
Kaminsky?
down in the chat.
Come on, thumbs in the chat.
Thumbs
Come on.
down in the chat. No, Mark, stop
Come on, thumbs up in the come on, don't be afraid, chat. Thumbs up.
No,
Don't be afraid. Thank you, Colleen.
Mackenzie.
Colleen, no, Colleen, I trusted you.
Come on, where are you at, Tasha? Did you leave already? There's D.
So,
Thank
Ed,
you,
why did you
D.
leave me? Why did you
Guys.
leave me high and dry when I said is Cam single? Like we're not.
No,
all
I
thinking
didn't.
that
I said
would be-
Cam is he's one of the good ones, man.
he'd
He's
be
one of the
an
better
eligible
ones.
bachelor, right?
Well, you know what?
Yeah, I
Time
think
is
him and
out.
Mackenzie are gonna. I think that's that's who I'm shipping this season. Cam
Tasha,
and Mackenzie.
Tasha, put a thumbs down. Put a
Thumbs up,
down.
thumbs up,
No,
Tasha.
no, no, no,
Thumbs
no,
up.
no, 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 no.
Okay,
Cam
so
and
some
Mackenzie.
people
That's
agree
who we're
with you,
shipping
Ed.
this season.
No, it's
Right off the
Matt
bat.
and Mackenzie. No. I like how What if Mackenzie actually like goes up for somebody like Tucker or Kendrick?
Well, anyway,
What if
because
you
I'm
go
the
for
one who
Joseph?
declared it first. You guys can go
I'm chipping
next.
Mackenzie and Joseph.
I declared
Right.
it on my own
heard it
YouTube
first.
channel hours ago.
What if it's
okay?
a even?
I'll have to watch that then.
What
if
if
you
it's
did,
even
then I'll
bigger plot
retract.
twist though?
Okay, but hang on a second. Do we only know for sure that Brooklyn is the only one in a relationship?
I
Did
thought there was
anyone else bring
Did
any?
y'all
Angela
see-
has children, I think.
Oh,
Yeah, that's here nor
oh,
there.
she was like, I wasn't thinking of Angela.
No, I
Thank
haven't
you,
even married.
Tasha. Thank you.
I know she has kids, but I don't know if she's married, Angela.
Thumbs down. Come on, Tasha.
I have an announcement. Tasha just became my favorite person in the Discord. Screw all
But
of
that's
you.
Here we go.
mean. Tasha.
You all suck. Except for Tasha.
Angela
Who do you
and
got?
Kenny.
Angela and
my final
Kenny.
two.
Stop.
What
Stop.
if,
Angela
but what
and
if there's
Kenny.
like a
Angela,
There is no such thing as love at 50. Come on.
what if there's a bigger
love
plot
vote.
twist and like
The senior
Cam,
love
like,
vote.
I like him mature and he goes for like Angela or something.
see, right?
Or what if Chemo turns him out?
Oh,
Keto.
I can't think of two things that sound clever with those two names.
There's
Cam
the
Chemo.
thumbs up. Thank you, D.
D, stop.
that's so funny.
That's more than what you put up, Tasha. So there.
Mackenzie is hot.
Hey.
Though. Her picture
All right,
didn't
Lisa,
do her
let's get
justice.
on to Matt. Let's get on to
He
Matt.
did that just to spite me.
Let's do it.
Oh, what does anybody? What do you think of Mackenzie there, Cassie?
With the cute ass.
I mean, she wasn't really saying much, but
Nobody
she is
was
really
saying
hot.
this.
Well, that's what I mean. We're not talking about what she had to say.
Oh,
I
yeah,
was about to
she's
say
just
Ed
gonna
is
be
wasting
shipped
more
to camp,
time, but I
that's all.
forgot that
Yeah.
Cass's notes are like two words apiece. So
I don't have any notes at all, so she's doing better than me if that's the case.
Well,
I
you
wrote
know,
a bunch of notes for my favorite person on here.
Oh,
Okay,
is
let's
it
just
Cam?
the suspense is killing me.
Well, if
but
it's the
we'll-
No, we
last
haven't-
dude, then
haven't
that's my
gotten to
favorite
them
dude
yet.
too. So
We haven't gotten to my
now
favorite
this
yet.
the thing about D was we were talking to D about this before, and D was talking about Mackenzie having a strength in the fact that she is in the construction world, that she always hangs out with guys, that she might
That's
be able
true.
to make different connections, and people might see her strong like that. So I don't know, maybe there's a chance she can like hook onto a good alliance and make it somewhere, and even win a comp or two to help
power
them.
player for sure.
Yeah, right? Okay, Matt, here we go. Matt's 25. He's from Roswell. He's a tech sales rep. He has the perfect balance of competitor and social game. He says he has a big personality, which I can tell. It feels like it. He wants to, this is good. He wants to lean on his strengths, but be aware of his weaknesses.
that is good.
Talk about a bumper sticker.
I like
there,
that,
but
yeah.
I think it's a great way to go into
Yeah,
this
it does.
game.
Yeah.
He wants to befriend the older players because they're better, and he wants. He says he's the take me home to mama kind of guy. So he knows that people at face value are going to assume he's not the nicest guy, maybe conceited, but he's excited to turn that around because that's not at all how he is. Apparently, he always gets along with the older people. He says he also wants to find a game mom, like a Karen or an Angela in the situation. And he says he wants to fall in the middle somewhere. And he's going to actually throw comps if necessary to lay low. Sorry, guys. That's all I got.
Okay. All right, y'all.
Oh.
What do you think of Matt?
Matt is going to be in a
Yeah.
relationship with
Matt.
Mackenzie.
It cut out for me. What did you say?
I said Matt is going to be in a relationship with Mackenzie.
Oh, you just were reiterating what you already said. I got you.
Well, it needs to be reiterated until Ed gets it through his thick mind. Joseph's going to be the first two, and Matt and Mackenzie are going to be together. You see her in a showmance with Cedric? No, I don't see that.
Oh,
No.
I thought he was saying
I don't
Matt
see that
instead.
either.
I was like, whoa.
I thought so too. I thought that was a combination.
Oh yeah, Matt X Cedric, guys, put a heart in the chat. I don't know.
That actually would be cute if
Is
it
this
don't
guy
see
the
that.
mama's
happen.
boy?
You see that too, Louis?
Was this the mama's boy kind of guy?
Yeah, Matt. Yeah,
Okay.
I like Matt.
He seems pretty cool, but it seems like
Yeah.
he's there for like. Well, it seems like he's there for like the showmates. It doesn't seem like he's gonna play hard at the game.
I kind of get that too.
Don't die.
It might be
Mom.
stereotypical. I know, right? It might be stereotypical, but that's kind of what I get from him also. And the person where they're like, we should be. It's like I said this in the Discord. Like the default person when you don't have anyone to target for a specific reason, you know how they always look for someone to make a mistake or say something. Like he looks like if you don't have a person, oh, Matt could be a threat. Matt is the biggest threat in the game. I can see that.
His name is also Matt.
Matt-
That's a threat name. It's a big threat name.
Well,
We did have a Matt finish in second.
Yeah.
he gets voted out the second he, if he doesn't win the HOH, then he's voted out. The second he loses the HOH, when he can't compete, he's out. They're
I
going to
think
just
he'd
get
be a
him
top
out.
4 out.
They're just
I
going to
think
get
he
him
could be
out.
a top 4 out.
I don't know. I see him kind of making it far. I also see him making an alliance. I feel like he's gonna make a Pretty People's Alliance with Mackenzie, his girlfriend, and a couple of other pretty
You mean
people.
Cam? But Cam is okay.
Well done.
Okay.
Or Quinn, maybe.
Nah, Quinn's a wild card.
Speaking of Quinn,
Yes. Quinn is a wild card.
Yes.
And yeah,
Quinn.
speaking of Quinn, Lisa,
I like Quinn though. I like him
I
a
like
lot.
Quinn too,
Same.
I like
but I thought Quinn was a
we're gonna
woman.
get into Lisa's summary of Quinn.
Okay, we'll let Lisa talk
everyone did.
thanks.
before our kids come and interrupt her.
Yeah, right. Okay, so we have Quinn, 25 years old from Oklahoma. He's a nurse recruiter. He's super athletic. He describes himself as a rat in a cage kind of guy, but he also says there's 4 different kinds of players. There are snakes, rats, frogs, and doves. No idea what that means, but he says he's the rat. He'll only lie, cheat, and steal if he has no other options. He kind of wants to play an honest, easy game. He wants to, this is cool, good strategy. He wants to align with the more emotional players and get close to them.
That is
So that
good.
later on in the game, they'll be too sad to let him go, that they'll just want to hold on to him, which is smart. And he wants a couple of fun named alliances and then stab them all in the back.
Ooh.
Ouch.
This is so interesting. What is a rat in a cage kind of guy? What does that mean?
That's a Smashing Pumpkins lyric.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what it is?
Yeah.
But what does it mean though?
I don't know. Ask Smashing Pumpkins.
It's like I just know the
I don't
lyrics.
know. I meant to look it
Easy.
up actually. I meant to look up like what that could mean. I imagine like a rat doesn't belong in a cage. It's a busybody, digging, sniffing,
Yeah, that's
finding,
so
searching, menacing.
Why
but
is
it's
a
stuck in
rat
cage.
better than a snake? What makes a rat better than a snake and a frog and a dove?
Well, he said I can see a snake being more manipulative, and he says he doesn't really want to play like that.
Yeah, maybe snakes are more like
Maybe.
attack. Like they're
It
more
feels like
would
this
scare
feels
me.
like
He
a
would-
personality quiz thing, like the
He
animology
would
test.
scare me just
Yeah.
because I don't
The-
understand the way he
and
thinks.
doves
That
are
would just
probably,
scare
like,
me and intimidate
really
me.
soft.
And that's another thing too, because he thinks on a different level. Will he be able to connect with anyone else in the house? Is he going to have to play that Vanessa game, that power floater game where he has to, jump to the power? Because I mean, this guy is a dual
heard that
Olympic
phrase.
athlete. He's a dual
Power
Olympic
floater.
athlete.
Olympic.
So-
I thought it was just collegiate. Where did you get
Oh.
Olympic from?
Oh, I thought that's what he said in his bio. I'm
He said
sorry.
collegiate. No.
Okay, but
I think
collegiate.
if we're in
Excuse me.
Olympics,
Then never
would it
mind.
be
That's a
here?
different. That's a different level. Then never mind.
Okay.
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 That was
Okay.
being
Very
dramatic.
good.
That
But
could be
still,
anything.
I mean,
though.
but that's still better than a lot of other people. A lot of people don't get to be dual collegiate athletes.
I think
So-
he's a fencer. That's my bet.
Oh, well, if that's one of them, then and the other one's darts or whatever, then I guess you got me.
Darts.
But it depends. I mean, I'd like to see him in action, though. I mean, I think that his look is unassuming. I think that that people may overlook him because of it. That he could, how it's hard for some people to go under the radar or to get the heat off of him, right? But I think that this person is able to do that just off of the first impression. I think if he can hold back enough, if he can just hold back enough, he might do well and then turn it on towards the end. He could Ian it out or something,
This is not a player comparison because I don't think this player is like him, but just in terms of him saying, I'm going to fight it out with the emotional players so that they don't vote me out. I think of an Xavier because he was aligned with a Tiffany, a Big D was in his final two, like an Azza, and then people earlier on like a Christian and an Alyssa. He had so many people around him that had so many different emotions going on, and it seemed like he used all of them as shields, and then he used Kylan to get out Tiffany, and then he used Big D to get out Kylan. So that can be like a really good strategy of aligning yourself with the people that are going to make big, dramatic moves.
That's true. Yeah. Hear me out on this one, and Deep, plug your ears. But if anyone's familiar with BB Canada, Kevin Martin kind of comes.
We debate about Kevin Martin all day.
Right? He comes to mind in a sense that he preyed on the weak as well.
Johnny Bananas of Big Brother Canada.
Quinn reminds me of the boys I was friends with in high school.
Quinn reminds me of my.
Really? That makes so much sense. More on that in the Discord breakdown afterwards.
Yeah, you guys are missing a lot if you're not in the Discord. But if you probably do join the Discord, you'll probably leave immediately because then,
you won't understand what's going on.
Ultimate wild card.
I'll randomly post something from Adult Swim, and then nobody's gonna get it, and then they'll leave the server because they're some 38-year-old person who only cares about BB, and then I scare them away.
I never left. Sounds like you were describing me a little bit there.
Well, you're not 38, are you? You're going to be 40. Speaking of, Lisa's birthday is in less than an hour, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Less than an hour.
Sure is.
Well, 2 for me.
And the gift for her is that Big Brother starts the day after.
Lisa's time zone is the one that matters since it's her birthday, Cass. Your time zone won't matter.
She's going to be young to me. She's still going to be a year younger.
She'll still be young to you.
That's right.
She's going to move to your time zone for an hour.
That's what I'm going to do. At 12:01, I'm going to talk to you for 59 minutes. Okay, Cass?
Nice.
Yay.
Make myself feel better.
And then call Colleen. Just keep moving back to time.
Colleen will show up.
I'm just going to have a 40th birthday.
And that's why if anybody hears from Hawaii, or she's going to call Chemo from Hawaii because Hawaii is 6 hours, so she'll just talk to him for 6 hours.
Right?
Yeah.
True.
I respect all time zones. Heads up.
James back in Australia.
Time zones. Mark does not respect time zones. Anybody who's new to the channel, Mark does not respect time zones.
Right? Okay. Well,
so Rabina's quite a character, though. Rabina.
I think so.
Recruit. She's
okay,
such a recruit.
Rabina?
Yep.
Okay, Rabina, I have next to nothing on her. By the way, she's 35. She's from LA. She's an event bartender. I can't even get through this one. She has a big sis energy. She's gonna have a strong social game. She's mildly competitive, but I don't want a target on my back. She's gonna be the one that brings you into her family. So she's gonna love you, but she's also gonna keep it real. And she wants to. Her strategy is just to be herself, be funny, and use her big personality. Which I don't think any of that's gonna work, but.
She definitely gave Blue to me. Everything, just watching the way she sounded and just her mannerisms. It was just one of those yeah, I'm
Kiki
happy to
purr.
be here and on TV, and I'm just gonna be fun and bubbly and have a good time, and then go on TikTok afterwards. I don't know if she's a TikToker, but I just get the feeling that she might be.
So you guys got the same energy too. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's almost exactly word for word how I felt about her. Definitely influencer, blue vibes, just happy to be here. That's kind of all I got from her.
Yeah.
I didn't get that much beyond that, which probably makes me think she's just a recruit here for clout. You know.
It screams that absolutely.
Right.
That's exactly the vibe I'm getting. She seems
just
cool
hearing-
though. She seems
I was just
cool.
hearing
Yeah.
kitty purr every time she spoke.
I'm
I
sorry.
mean, yeah, she seems cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, seems
But I
like a
also
nice
think that she
person,
might get
but
into
I
an
don't know. I
alliance
think
early.
She's gonna be there until they don't want her to be there. That's what I
Probably.
think. So let's move on.
Want to do Takor?
We got two left.
To core.
Okay,
I
Takor.
like her.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Definitely gonna be final 5. I get that energy.
I think so. I think so. Okay, so she is 23 from Chicago and originally London, which is a really cool accent. She's a crochet business owner, but she's a sociologist by trade.
Yeah.
So she's really good at reading people and she's going to use it to her advantage. She said she's going to put on a positive and bright persona, but she's also very competitive and combative, which might not go over well.
Yeah, Devon.
Right? She said she's going to use her undercover wits and stay naive so people don't really know how smart she actually is. And she's looking forward to all the facets of the game. My opinion, I think she's going to be a good final 6, final 5. Floater.
Yeah.
Definitely in the jury, unless something happens.
Do that.
And I think it'll be easy for her to not be a target, if you know what I mean. Easy for
She sounds like she's originally from like UK, right?
Yeah, London.
I don't
Yeah.
think that she's going to be able to hide being smart. I think that she sounds smart when she speaks.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely see like Hannah, final 6 or something.
Hannah's a
First
good
juror out or
similarity.
second juror out, and people thinking like I need to align with her because she is smart, but I can't let her get too far because she's too smart. I could see that
Yeah.
happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't-
Unless she's
Yeah, I
stealing by accident. There's bigger
Okay.
targets, maybe.
You said that she was from both Chicago and London, but neither of those cities are what's on the
No, I said
Atlanta.
she has an
Yeah.
accent.
it's just-
I said her
Atlanta.
accent sounds like she's from London.
She was originally from London, and then something about Chicago and Atlanta. I have a lot of different cities because in these bios they say they were born in whatever state, but now they're in this state. So I don't know.
She's well traveled at 23.
Yeah,
Because if you've got 2 different cities and this is a third one on the list here, then I mean that's a lot of places to live. I'd expect.
Yeah.
She's been in different continents. That's something.
Mhm.
She's seen a wide range of people. I like her. I think she's someone that can go far. I don't think she can win though. She's the kind of she's like Vanessa, right? I mean, I don't know. I mean, only in this regard is that she might get you there, but she can't get herself there. She might get a couple people
She could-
with
she
her
could-
there, but she can't get herself. I mean, she'll be out before she can get herself there. Like Vanessa, she couldn't get herself to the end. She couldn't. She almost did, but she couldn't.
yeah.
Mhm.
But I'm not saying that she's that good at the comps and that strategic or any of that other
I think
stuff. So I don't even know if she's a fan or not of the game. I have no idea.
That's true. I
Yeah.
didn't really even notice that part in any of the interview for her about
And
her
I
being
think-
a fan of the game.
I think that kind of, I mean, not that you have to be a super fan, but I think that you should have some working knowledge of the game to. It can only help. You know what I mean?
I will play devil's advocate because when Hannah came onto the show in Big Brother 23, she said she was a super fan. And then
Okay.
when I spoke to her in my interview, I said, "Oh, how long have you been a super fan?" And she said, I binged all 22 seasons in
right.
3 months before the show.
Wow.
And I was like, what? It's like,
Yeah.
I was like,
Good
wait, you
Lord.
watched 22 seasons in 90 days? That's crazy. And then came on as a super fan. So, and also I'll make arguments about what Taylor, like there's been people in these last few seasons that barely know the game that are like, oh, I just watched 3 seasons or 2 seasons, and then somehow they just use their social prowess to get themselves to whatever point.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So it's possible, is what I'm trying to say.
No, I see that vibe because I think that she's a social type of player. I think she'll be able to connect with a lot of the people in the house. Maybe not everyone, but a lot of people. And I think that they'll probably bounce the people that she doesn't connect with. It depends on how influential she is, or is she the one driving the car, or is like we
This
said
is what
earlier,
I'm saying.
in the passenger seat of the car? That I don't know yet.
One
Is she
other
going
thing
to
I
win a
want to
comp?
say.
I don't know.
That's one other thing that I was gonna say was like thinking of Mimi from last year. I had such high hopes for where Mimi was gonna go based on,
Yeah, we
her profession. She's really smart. I thought she'd be really influential because she's like, oh, I make policies in Washington. So I'm like,
Mhm.
okay, she's gonna be
Oh, the bio
somebody
was
who's
great.
like
Yeah.
smart and strategic and this and that. But then she didn't win anything. And then she also got annoyed with everybody and just was like, you want to sit around with Mama Fee all day and talk about how much these people suck. I was
Mhm.
like,
Yeah.
We ain't diddy bopping.
I had to go
We
find
ain't
something.
diddy
Diddy
bopping.
bopping.
I'm just like, this is all way too much. It's so stupid.
It's
Yeah.
weird
That was
There
the
she
first one of
is.
the
seeing
season.
that like while it's weird
Mark,
seeing
you
that in
scared the crap out of me the
StreamYard.
other day.
Oh my God, Jesus. I know you you were just way too stingy with the common sense. You needed to disperse it a little better because these people.
That's
Yeah,
my
she could be
favorite.
that, or she could be somebody who's good with melding and meshing with those people. So we'll
That
see.
don't scare me.
But I like her though. I like the vibe I got from her
There's good
interview.
potential.
For sure.
And she's
Yeah, I like her
young.
energy.
She's young. She's like the second youngest person on
She
that
is.
board, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
No,
Wait,
no,
let's see.
third.
This
Or
Third.
third youngest. Excuse me.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
young people that are close to my
There's a
age.
lot of young people actually on this cast.
No,
It's
I
Well,
very
the
dispersed.
30s are dominating.
Yeah.
It's very
Yeah.
dispersed.
Meals.
bunch of 25s.
Not bunch of. I see like 3 25s. Okay.
That's a lot.
And the
That is
25s.
Is that enough to bond over? I don't think so.
No.
I don't think
Let's
so.
make a 25 alliance, guys. Come on.
Doesn't look as like a bondish cast like that, hopefully. And I hope there's no half house alliance on the first day.
Oh my
the whole
God.
half of the house against the other half of the house.
A
Remember
14
Riley's
person
alliance that
alliance.
had 8 people on day
14
one?
person alliance.
Yeah. We gotta vote with the house.
You're out.
That was
Somebody
like
said-
that was every single week. It felt like it was just a house vote, house
It
vote,
was a
house
group
vote.
vote.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
It's
there were
like-
like only 2 votes the entire season where like
They were not unanimous.
Any
yeah, and one of
dissension.
them was Sari not voting against her
Matt.
against
Yeah.
Oh
her
no, not
son.
Matt. Who was it?
Red, I think. No.
Red?
Well,
Mhm.
It could
it
have
was
been Red.
It was the Red vote and there was the Jared vote. And the Jared vote only because his mom didn't want to vote him out.
Yeah.
That was
Right.
it.
He knew he
The
was going
entire
anyway,
season.
but
I completely forgot about the unanimous part when we were initially talking about that earlier. But, now it's all coming back to my head and I'm feeling raged again. Unanimous.
Just skipping
Unanimous.
Cedric and
Please no
Shakur.
more unanimous unanimous this season.
I
can
I'm
actually
going to
see that.
scream.
Cedric and Decor.
that's an interesting one.
Who's shipping that?
We need
Tasha.
we need one of those persons.
Tasha.
We need somebody who throws like a rogue vote, like a hinky vote, I think they're called. I want one of those people
Early
who
on.
just throws out
Early
votes.
on. Yeah,
Mhm.
like those
Yeah.
people who are just like, you know what? I agree to vote for this person, but I'm just gonna throw this other person in there just for kicks and giggles, and I'm
Yeah.
not gonna tell anybody. And then the whole house is like, who voted against what we said? Who's the traitor
Yeah,
amongst
I
us?
want one of those to be. I want somebody to be that person.
I
Come on.
literally knew that was
That's
your
true.
only reason, Tasha.
Yeah.
Like you shipped Kenny and Angela, and then you and you shipped Cedric and Takor. Like, let me just look at their
It's Cam
ages.
and
They're very
Mackenzie. I don't see how everybody doesn't see that.
No, because it's Matt and Mackenzie. God damn you.
No, but if you put Cam
No,
and Mackenzie in that
no,
name
If you're
splicer
watching
that
this
you
on the
do, then
replay, comment
gonna
either
win.
one of those.
No, Ed, I don't think so. I really don't think so.
well, we're gonna find out, I guess, after this.
Oh,
I'm
I'm
Big
excited
Brother.
to find out.
So we have
Anyway,
our
I guess we got one more guy left, Tucker.
no, we have our
Yeah.
second to last person because we have a mystery
Yeah.
person that's gonna come up
Oh,
after.
come on. It's Willie Hands. Everybody knows it. Come on.
17.
Willie,
Sorry to
Willie.
spoil it.
All right, Lisa, take us home with Tucker.
Let's see. We got Tucker. He's 30 years old. He's from Brooklyn. He's a marketing and sales executive. He says he has what it takes as the youngest brother in a big family, a very super competitive family. This was interesting to me. He has been bullied and has also been the bully in the past. His life has been a big, giant mental, physical, and emotional comp, and he's kind of taking that lightheartedly and using those to his advantage. He's confident to win as long as he makes it past the first couple of weeks, because he thinks he might be in trouble in the beginning. He likes to use humor to simmer down the house. He is also a chef, so if Lisa's gone, he can cook. And he wants to cook with people one-on-one to build relationships with them while they make food. He says he'll be a fun fly on the wall, but he might let it out like Brett did. And he says he's lived so many walks of life before. He's been a little bit of everything. Like I said, the bully and the bullied, and he's also been the jock and the theater geek at the same time. It'll be hard for him to stab people in the back, but he won't shy away from it. However, it has to be done.
I relate to this dude so much. I mean,
that
pretty-
description
I think I
is
do
what gets
too.
you to the final five. I'm just saying. This guy's going far.
you know, it's because of people like him don't do well. So,
Me too, Tasha.
but I like him so much. I don't. I'm trying to look at the board here to see what's going to happen. Is he going to showmance anybody?
It sounds like a dating.
Leah am I going to get a Tucker Leah ship up
No,
in
we're
here?
not getting any more shit.
Yeah,
We're done.
maybe.
We're done. No,
I
I-
could see that one.
I love Tucker. I love him.
Yeah, I mean,
way?
he is. I can relate to his story. I relate to a story so much.
Really,
he
Edward?
seems to have a-
Like, you think he's gonna win?
he seems. I mean, the only reason I don't think he's going to win is because everybody's going to see it. You know, they're
No, I
going
was
to get him
I
out.
was talking to Edward in the
Oh.
chat that said his
Oh.
money's on Leah.
Sorry.
Yeah, is that Leah for the
Go
win?
ahead.
No,
Go
I
ahead,
was
I
just
just-
saying that this dude is. I think everybody's going to be able to recognize at least midway through that he's too big a threat to keep in the game. You know what I mean? They're just going to see it. They're going to. He wants to be subtle, but he's not going to. He's not going to be subtle enough because everybody else is going to not. I don't. It's hard to say. I mean, I think he's the best player to not win the game. You know, and I'm saying that off of a 3-minute interview.
Right?
But I
Yeah, you have
liked
a
it. I
lot
mean,
of
he came
announcers, all
across
these
he came
people.
across great, and I resonated with his story. He
Yeah.
came across great. There's nothing to not like about him. I'll let
Yeah.
somebody else talk.
He's gorgeous.
You can
and he's
tell Edward's
perfect,
with
amazing.
Let's
Dave.
talk
Oh, I
about
guess
Edward.
that too.
I'm just gonna talk about his looks. Okay. Yeah, I already said my piece though. I
Yeah.
think he's gonna outcook Lisa. I think he's gonna outplay Lisa.
Oh,
I
for
think he's gonna
sure.
outlast Lisa.
Oh,
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 whoa,
oh.
Or
What's with all this
Lisa, are
Lisa
you
hate?
okay over there?
talk to your bitch,
No,
y'all.
no. That's not the Lisa I meant. No, as a winner, I would say Tucker. If not, Tucker looked like he make it to top. See, yeah, I agree with you, Mr. Simmons. I'm calling you Mr. Simmons because if I say Edward, Ed's gonna think I'm
He'll
talking about
answer.
him. Yeah,
No,
Tucker
I mean,
seems chill. Yeah, he does
I
have
know
the
like
Riz.
Tasha.
He's got the Riz. What can I say?
Yeah.
The Riz.
Wait, 9 ladies to
Mm.
7 men. Is that right?
So the
Is
eighth
that-
person has got to be a man, probably then.
It's
Possibly.
Willie Hance. I'm telling you, it's Willie Hance.
It's going to be Max or Clyde.
Clyde.
Right.
Remember how they made Sam the robot? It'll be in reverse. They're going to send a
You're
robot
welcome,
in.
Mr. Simmons.
Yeah.
Tucker is my winner pick just because I want to make
Kenny.
that happen.
Just because you want eye candy the
You have
entire season.
there's
Yeah.
there's no
I did the same thing with Taylor.
Ed
and
is
look,
like-
we won.
Ed is like overly analytic, and Cass is like no analytics. It's like I want this person to win because I like looking at them. It's like
I'm glad to have
Tucker and
you
Cam
on
is
the
my
panel.
final.
I can appreciate a beautiful
Tucker
body
and Cam
too,
is my
now.
final two.
You appreciate a good assy when you see one.
I do appreciate one, yes.
But I don't pick them to win because of it. Oh man,
Yes,
Cass
he
is
should,
killing me.
Mark.
I'm gonna pick you to win.
Yes, he
because
should.
So they
look
have
at
an
that.
interesting twist.
The
Cass
AI
introduced
twist,
herself.
yeah.
He can
We
cook
have an
homemade
interesting
Italian
twist.
Mhm.
He's still going about this. So they said that the cast actually picks the 17th house guest.
Oh.
What do you think of that? That's
How?
what it said as the
how?
twist. I don't know how. They didn't say. Expect the unexpected.
Well,
I also
I'm-
heard that for the 2-part premiere, half of them are moving in and half of them are moving
Yeah,
in the
I
next
heard-
day.
that
Any odds on who the first
I don't
half
know.
are?
I
No.
couldn't begin to guess.
No, it's probably random.
Oh.
I don't know. What are the odds that there will be a ladies' alliance? What?
Yeah, what do y'all think? You think there's going to be a ladies' alliance?
Oh, there probably will be. It won't
I've
last
been
like every
calling it.
single other ladies' alliance, but I definitely think.
Yeah,
there will.
there's always
I
one in
think
theory.
Brooklyn's
They
going to
always
try
start saying that.
something.
There's
Yeah,
that one
If there is something
conversation-
for ladies' alliance, it's definitely going to be Brooklyn cause.
Yeah, Brooklyn's going to try something. And she's going to have to convince.
Right, Colleen?
Hey,
She's gonna-
there isn't 9 ladies. I counted, and there's 8. 1, 2, 3.
She's going to have
Eight.
to.
8.
She's going to have to
5,
convince
6,
Lisa,
seven.
I think.
Somebody probably counted.
Yeah, it
Quinn.
is 8 and 8.
Yeah, you probably counted Quinn as a woman.
Ed called
Still
me a
a
woman
shoe.
earlier, so I didn't say anything at the time.
Those curls, though. Wish I had those curls.
Ed was like, I think she's gonna be real good in this game.
I mean, but I still like Quinn a lot. That could very well be a winner in this game.
I wouldn't be opposed to it.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, Quinn would be an interesting winner, definitely.
Quinn definitely knows a thing or two based on his bio, based on like his weird ass rat, frog, whatever analogy.
I'd like to explore this again after the first week.
We'll
to-
revisit.
Yeah, can we do this panel thing like more often, not just like like how you
Yeah.
always have Tasha on the traders? How about you have all of us? Or mostly me, because I give the best
Mostly
commentary
you.
ever.
We'll definitely have regular panels. That would be
Hell
cool.
yeah.
Now, hang on. Speaking of Tasha, I just wanted to bring up something that she brought up earlier today. She mentioned an announcement that BB made about the live feeds.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, the rewind thing.
Yeah, they're starting to edit. So I think they're going like the Canada route where we're going to pretend you have live feeds, but really they're going to be turned off all the time. You can't roll back. But then Mark brought up a good point that there's still people who screen record live time and then post clips and stuff. So that can't be too bad. It just sucks that you don't have the ability to do it on your own.
It does, because sometimes you miss things and you want to see the entire scene instead of just seeing like the little 2-3 minute clips.
It sucks that people can't like live stream the live feeds onto YouTube because then CBS is gonna smack their ass out of here.
Yeah, that was how I got my buzz in the first place, but then they were hating on my channel for that.
Yeah, for sure.
I have a strike on this channel for that also, so I will not be posting any live feeds or live feed content at all on this channel. But I will definitely link other channels when I see them put theirs on their demonetized channels.
Good idea. Good plan.
Yeah.
If you see a
Sacrifice
channel
the
that
money.
is all clips of Big Brother on it, it's not a channel that makes money. I'm just letting you know that.
Yeah.
They got strict.
They broke.
They broke.
Yeah.
I'm glad you brought up the live feed rumors. Is it confirmed? Who's that? Ma?
He just checked my setup. Like, what's going on here?
Okay.
There it is.
I think, let's go.
Oh, weird.
Somebody must be running.
Okay, I had to speak. Anyways, I like the cast. It's always hard to say on paper because I think Cass was saying this earlier. Like sometimes you put these people together and you're like, oh, we have all these different personalities and jobs and different strategies, and it's like, oh wow, this is this amazing mix on paper, and then you get them in the house and they're boring.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like unanimous votes and all that, like how it was last year. And other times you're like, this is a kind of an interesting mix, and then they give you a lot more than you expected. So
Yeah.
it's always hard to predict, but we are hoping that this season does not drag like last season.
I said that, Mark.
We were talking about it.
That was good.
Do you see a breakout character? Do you see a breakout character in here? Somebody that you would think maybe wouldn't be or may not do well, but actually does? Is there one person that stands out that maybe not win, but do better than you think that they would based off of what we know?
I have no clue.
My person, like Elisa, and also let me see, an underrated person. I guess that might be the person I would say, Elisa, and maybe
like
a Chelsea.
Okay.
I
Also,
Okay, I'm unmuted. Yay!
I have a
the concert is
question.
over.
You have a question. Okay. What's your
I've
question?
got a question. Who does everybody think is going to be the first one to cry?
Oh, that's
Chemo.
a good one.
Chemo. Aw.
Chemo.
Yeah, probably Chemo.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, it is almost my shower time. So,
All right.
You gotta watch.
She's like, so, well, I gotta go. So I want to thank my panel for being here. I want to thank my co-host Lisa, because I was in a jam earlier because I wanted to do this today, but I was like, I just don't have the amount of time I need to actually review these things. So she was like, all right. She got into teacher mode. She got all her notes. So she gave us our breakdowns and everything. And thanks to my panelists, Ed, Cass, and Ma. And I know that
I think everybody did good,
except
Everybody
for
did
you,
great.
Ed. You did
except for me. I was long-winded. Yeah.
No way.
yeah, you wouldn't be too good in a debate because the
Oh.
timer would just crush you every time.
Yeah.
Timer 3-0. But yeah, thank you everyone for being here, and I can't wait till Wednesday when we officially start the season, and then we get the lives going, and we get into Big Brother Mania. So any last
Yeah.
words from my panelists before we go?
No, thanks for having us.
Wait.
I'm so excited to not think about last season anymore.
Yeah. Same.
I'm going to
Rasha
be
says you were
watching about
superb, Ed.
4 or 5 of these house guests closely. Those are the ones I'm going to be following. I'm not going to really reveal them right now. I may have alluded to some of them during our live here, but I'll be following
Ed.
4 or 5 of them pretty close.
I think you need to quit your job as an accountant and start doing like Taryn, because I think that you would be the best Big Brother analyst of all time
I agree.
if you
No,
did that
stop.
full time for a living.
Yeah,
All right,
Terrence,
you
that's
got-
the competition.
All right.
It was fun.
All right, everybody,
I
make sure
put
to like,
some-
comment, and
Can I
subscribe.
put some last words in?
Yeah, you can get some last words in. Go ahead.
Uh-oh.
Really? I hope that's not some copyrighted thing that they're gonna be like, oh,
I know you're going to ruin his
your
whole
video
life.
can't be monetized.
Mhm.
Oops.
That sounds like
If it does form like a distorted thing off my phone, I will cry. That,
Just
no
make it up
way
and
they're
say
that.
it
No
happened.
way the bonds are that good. Come on now.
happy
We know
early
which ones
birthday to
you're going
Lisa.
with.
Oh, thanks.
Yay!
Mom.
All right.
It's your birthday.
All right.
Hey, Lisa.
It's your birthday.
Okay,
Yeah,
everyone,
right.
make sure to like,
Everybody.
comment, and subscribe. The math ain't mathin'. All right. Good night.
Good night.
Good
night.
night.